Yeah, I think before we go to receive the corn from you, I must say first, we are so grateful that your gentle hearts have moved you to come down to donate to these children. Not any fault of theirs, but it's the nature, or it is the way the good Lord wants it. I must say this is my first time coming here. I went to Sirgu Orphanage. That one is being run by the Catholic Church. Today I'm here, the Anglican Church Orphanage. And I must say, I'm moved that these innocent children is so protected. If you look at the history, this is what the good government is fighting for. A lot of them lost their mothers at childbirth. And the government is really on this, trying to see how best such a tragedy will never happen again. Thank the only single father. Most fathers, when they lose their wives, they quickly go back to look for new wives. But this particular man, who is here because he has lost the wife and is sleeping here, taking care of the baby, I think God should richly bless him. And being moved, I think I will support your organization with another 3 bags of corn. And apart from the 3 bags of corn, I think the children will need some soap. I will add a carton of key soap so that at least they will wash their things. Everyone passes through a home or a foster home. And I'm happy that the caretakers here have represented the real parents of the children. Some have gone to school, and that is the work of God. Churches is not just to go to church and pray and go away. She has devoted her time after church. She comes here to give life to an innocent child who has lost the mother. And I think I am so grateful to the lady in charge here, whoever is supporting her. And we pray that blessings are not on earth, blessings are in heaven. Amen. And I think these innocent children will cry to the living God to bless them abundantly. Sure. So on this note, we pray. I'll make it as one of my duties as a mother myself. At least once in a month, I'll steal time to come and just hang on with the children. So I'm so grateful to you.
I'm Madam Rebecca Anore. I am the project manager of the Anglican Mother and Baby Group. Yeah. So on behalf of the orphans and my only staff assistant, we are very grateful for this donation. This is not their first time, but we continue to pray that God will touch them so that anytime they are being touched, they will bring more. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
It's too short.
Established in the year 1986 and was being founded by a Sweden-based government in Ouagadougou called Diaconia. So until 2 years ago, they stopped funding that. They were looking for new partners. We were very old, we were 26 good years. Actually, we were 5 working here, but because of that, they have to take off the 3 because there was no salary. As we are even working, no salary, we are only charity workers. And our problem here is the food, and especially the lactogen to the babies. A thing is cost 68,000, and a baby take it for 3 days. So at times we buy, when we get small money, it goes into the lactogen, and the food is the problem because when we admit them, we take a close relative. So that at the end of the day, when they get back home, their duration here is 1 year. When they get back home, that relative will be able to impact what we've taught that person. So we feed them morning, afternoon, evening. So the food for the caretakers too is also a problem. And here too, like we've been asking them to pay maybe 10 Ghana cedis, just a token to help buy the milk. But most, as they are there, they are about 7. None of them can pay. They are just living on us, so without us they can't survive. And we've even got about another 7 who will discharge in December. Bring them back here because of the fund. When we bring them back here, we can't take care. But when we go to the home visit, very sympathetic, but they cannot come back here. So we wish if we could get more food, maybe we can always tell them to come here for something small, because it's very hurting to take care of a child and that child will go home. Next 2 days you go, they say the child is dead. You see, it's out of poverty. Yeah. So we are thinking that if we could get more charity donors like TOYWA people who can help us, we'll bring them back and take very good care of them.
So at the moment,
only last year.
Yeah, there's a saying that if you have a sore and you cover it, you don't want people to see, that sore will never heal. I'm happy you said only last year, which is about just 5 months ago, you registered with social welfare. Again, I would like to plead with you that through your church, you know, the Anglican Church is one of the biggest church. The Anglican Church and the Catholic Church, they are identical twins. The only difference is that the Anglican, they marry, the Catholic, they don't want to marry, or they don't marry. So I pray that at least you can formally introduce the home to the Ministry of Women and Children Affairs. By doing that, you open up the orphanage.
Madam, we did that. Even Madam, she was our board member.
Okay.
Forgotten.
Well, I don't know. Well, but all the same, there is no harm in trying other things. But I also add my voice to it. I have come, I have seen. Seeing is believing. So we tell the whole international world that, look, these are innocent babies that really need assistance to live. So we should all come together and see how best we can make these poor innocent children good and better citizens in the future. So normally I don't like promising. This election year, if I promise now, they say, you see, the woman wants to make politics. No. But I always say, if I'm in Bolaga and I'm talking, I don't have vote in Bolaga. My vote is in Sandema, and I'm not talking in Sandema. I'm talking because I am a mother. I always want to do as a mother. So I always try to see how I can get contacts all over. And then we see how best, at least these children will smile one day. And that is our only pride. Yes. Okay.
Showers of love. You really pity our children.
I think that is okay. So no problem.